Hello friends, welcome to the lead management team of Henry Harvin Education. So in this video, I'll brief you as to what is the expectation of the organization from you as part of the lead management team, which is kind of a customer support department, but this is more of a pre-sales one in which you're handling those cases in which customers are reaching out to you for course inquiry, right? So lead management team can also be called as the course inquiry team or the pre-sales customer support team, right? So, but we call it internally lead management team. So we receive leads through different sources. So what's your job? Your job, if I tell you in one line, is to make sure that the leads that we receive on our website gets uploaded on the CRM portal that we have and then gets allocated to the counselors, the salespeople, so that they can immediately reach out. That's your job, right? You have to make sure that in minimum amount of time, the leads that we receive on our website or different portals, the time difference between the time when customers reaches out to us, shares the details, to the time the agent calls them, the salespeople calls them, is minimum possible, because that's the gap that you have to bridge. So you have to understand the various sources through which we receive leads. One is the form, right? The form which is there on our website or different websites that we have. People fill the form, check out the brochure, or maybe for whatever reason they have filled the form for, and we get the details. Number two is this form can be filled on our website or maybe on different other websites also, maybe for example Facebook, but most cases it is the form that they fill on our website. Number two is the chat option. The chat which you see on the website, the customers would interact on chat. That's the second thing. Third is WhatsApp. Third is WhatsApp. That how on WhatsApp the customers would reach out to us on WhatsApp, put across their query. Next is mail, that they would directly reach out to us on mail and put across their course inquiry. Next is IVR, they would call us and ask us about different things about the course, and then we would pass on that query to the counselor. These are the various sources. Apart from that, there may be other sources such as maybe, for example, Just Dial, Urban Clap, Urban Pro, maybe Sulekha, maybe different other sources, right? So these are the different sources through which we receive leads. So your job is to make sure that it gets immediately added on the ERP portal, whether automatically or manually. That will depend on your which source you're handling. The course is allocated, the source is allocated, and the person is allocated. So you have to make sure in every lead, the course, source, and person is there. If in case a lead doesn't have any name, you check out from the email ID, you'll get to know what the name of the person is and put across the name also. If in case you are not able to gauge through that, push the number on Truecaller, you'll also be able to get the name. So in most cases, through these two ways, you'll be able to get the name of the person if in case it is not there. And in a lot of cases, guys, it will not be there. So you have to edit on the course settings page, wherein it has to be reported that which employee is working, which employee is not working, which is there in the company, which employee has left in the company, which employee is there has joined new. So that details you have to update on the course settings page, so that leads are navigated to the right people. It doesn't get wasted. Leads should not get wasted. There has to be proper journey, and leads have to be equally divided amongst the agents, the salespeople that we have. So that happens automatically, but also in most cases, this automatic feature doesn't work. You have to check manually also. It doesn't work properly. It works, but it doesn't work properly. You have to check manually also that from the same departments, people are receiving same number of leads. And if in case it is exceeding, then you shift it accordingly. Or maybe if in case you have to give old data also to some agents, you do that. So that's also part of the responsibility, that you manage the data on the ERP portal. You also upload a lot of data that we receive through webinars and through other mediums. So you have to upload that data also on the CRM portal. You have to create accounts of new joinees, or maybe delete or stop the accounts of the old ones who have left the company. So that there are two kinds of accounts that currently in March 2022 we create. That is, one is the CRM account and the second is the Ozontal account. You make various reports on the WhatsApp group or on mails and do it and send it on a daily basis. At the start of the day, you put your agenda by writing the heading agenda, your name, your department, and what all points you want to say. And at the end of the day, change this heading agenda to reports and just put your name and your department name and whatever points you did throughout the day. Next is that if in case a number is there on spam of any of the salesperson, you immediately change that number, that DID number that we get from Tata or Geo, so that people are not calling from numbers which are spam. So you have to check it on a daily basis. The list of numbers which our salespeople have, and check whether they are on spam or not. Before leaving, you have to make sure that whatever lead source you handle, there is zero pendency. Strictly, you have to make sure before leaving from office that there is zero pendency in that particular case. So I think that's about it. You have to also make sure that the lead count is there in the range of 5 to 8 per person per day, not more than 8, or maximum in some cases 10 or so. And you have to just make sure that in the quickest possible time, our salespeople are connecting with the customers, or our customers, the tag, the turnaround time of our customers getting connected to the salespeople should be minimum possible. That is what you have to ensure. And all the leads are there uploaded on the CRM. There is nothing pending. If in case there is any issue, immediately reach out to me, or maybe your top possible management, that there is some issue with the CRM, some portal with some issue with this account, there is some issue with the leads. Do not waste even a single minute, because it takes abundant marketing cost to generate these leads, right? So if in case there is any issue, you have to immediately report that before we face the loss, and then we identify. You see that, you report that to the top management to get it fixed, because that is highly important. You're not just losing the sales, not just losing the lead cost, but also the sales. So please ensure that you are having a constant check on whether the entire process is working. Leads are getting updated on CRM, the person is getting allocated, so on and so forth. So I think, guys, that's pretty much. Thank you so much, and welcome to the most robust and dynamic and the most fast-paced department at Henry Harvin Education. That is the league management department. Thank you.